Hello, it's me again, obviously. Just gonna have it's gonna really quick. I'm gonna just try and keep this under 5 minutes or so. What I'm gonna show you just now is just where I'm at with the. If I can get the box right up and not drop everything out of it. The Spitfire. Now, I bought this kit thinking it was maybe one of the new tooled ones that Airfix has been bringing out recently, well, ever since it got taken over by Hornby, and actually are having some money spent on manufacturing. But it's actually not. This mark is not one of the ones that's been redone yet. I assume it will be, because it was, it's one of the most common marks of Spitfire, the 5B. So, unfortunately, it's the older kit. I mentioned this before. For those of you who maybe didn't see that, I mean, I'm not, as some people call them, a rivet counter or anything. I'm only getting back into scale modelling after years away from it, doing wargaming, as you all know, with my Flames of War and 40k and things. But so I picked this up because it's one of the classic kits. It takes you back to my childhood and all this kind of stuff. So, enough of that. Basically, this kit, frankly, was pretty much quite offensive in terms of its lack of detail, and even to myself. So, I mean, for example, that's the seat. Nice big injector pin mark right on it, and it's bland as hell. That's the floor. Again, injector pin mark, random square for the seat. That's it. There is no control column. There is no instrument panel. Oh, there's a seat back bit, but that's it. The wheels, well, I mean, apart from being, as you can see, misaligned, they have no tread on them, nothing. The Hispano cannons, pretty pathetic, really. That's not going to focus. There we go. Anyway, so basically, although I didn't want to go in, it's a cheap kit, only £7 or something, but although I didn't want to end up spending huge amounts of money on it, I did get some birthday money, and I thought, right, I'm going to treat myself. I want to make this nice little kit, get back into it, and also just have a go at, some aftermarket, etc., etc. So basically, I bought an aftermarket set of wheels, which are actually for Hurricane, but I actually had a look, and apparently Spitfires and Hurricanes had the same wheel, at least the same wheels and things, so I thought, right, I'll get them, they'll fit, they'll be fine. I got a resin cockpit set, as well as some brass turned Hispano cannons. So the cannons to start off with, that's them here. Let's see if I can get that to focus properly. There we go, brass turns. So you can see they've actually got the housing, and then the actual barrels are, maybe see a bit better there. So the actual barrels are then different, and a really nice detail. So this is actually machined on here as well, and they fit great, and they look, I mean, even obviously painted they're going to be looking a bit different, but unpainted, I mean, they look much better. They look like guns. As I say, I got a resin wheel set as well, so the tyres just fit on. They just needed a wee bit extra drilling just to fit onto the pegs on the plastic struts. Why is this not focusing today? Yeah. Sorry about this. There you go, so you can see there's a really nice tread pattern on there. And they were actually flat on one side as well, which is quite cool. Oh, well, no, they weren't, but then where they were attached onto the resin bar, I mean, they came attached to this resin bar, so there was always going to be a flat area on them, but that's fine, because it's modelled such that when it sits on its legs, the flat bit will be on the ground, which gives it slightly more realistic. It looks a bit odd just now, but so that's that. I had to do some dremeling there to, which I'll talk about in a second, and some filling along the wing edges. These need filled out, and I need a nail polishing stick to get rid of some of the marks, because even though they've got a fine grit sandpaper, you can see there that there's, maybe see that it's marked. So I need a polishing stick to help get rid of that. Fuselage I've done nothing with, other than I had to. Again, I had to Dremel out a whole load of material from the inside of the cockpit halves in order to get the cockpit area to fit, but worth it. I'm going to have it with the cockpit back and the door open, because you do get one in the resin cockpit set, which is nicely detailed in the inside, so I thought, since it's on the ground, I'll have it cockpit back, side door open, prop. So here is the cockpit area. I mean, that's really nicely detailed. Tiny parts, and for the size of it, cracking detail. Yeah, it had separate pedals. It's got control column, the seat, two side walls. So the other one's not stuck on yet because it would make it a bit impossible to paint. So there's the other side wall, so that'll get stuck on somewhere there, and then inserted in. So because it's a bit bigger and chunkier than, well, the non-existent interior detail, that's hence the dremeling on here and the machining. But that's now done. That now fits in. So basically tonight I think get that primed, get the cockpit painted. Although I don't have any interior green paint, so for now I might have to mix up a shade as close as possible. It's such a tiny hole, you're not going to even really notice it, but with the door open as well. So that's that. You did get a vacuum formed canopy with it. And don't tell me I've lost it. Oh, there we go. Which I've cut into parts so that I can model the cockpit in an open position. And then there's also the tail wheels. There's two different types, I think. There's two tail wheels and two different kind of mounting options. So I'll have to basically look. I think the one on the right here is closest to what comes on the sprue, which frankly is a bit of a joke, really. That thing there. This bit here. But I'll take whatever's closest to that and use that one. But obviously that can't go until the fuselage halves are together. Apart from that, that's all I'm going to do, and then it'll get a paint job pretty much similar to what's on the box, whatever that is, the kind of grey and green. This one comes with decals to mark it up as an American one, but I'm going to mark it up as I think it's actually a Royal Australian Air Force Spit. Anyway, whichever, I'll use the kind of RAF style markings. I know, sorry, it is but it's an Eagle Squadron one, but at least it's got RAF markings. Anyway, that's been 7 minutes now, enough waffling. Yeah, I'll get this, maybe get some progress on this and maybe get a video tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. And, oh, that's all out of focus. Alright, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe if you want. I've gone up and I had 45 subscribers. I had quite a few recently, so to my new subscribers, if this is the first video you're watching of mine, welcome along. I hope you like what you see, and I'll endeavour to bring more videos as I go along. Alright, cheers, see you later, bye.